Although it nearly cost Lu Meng his life, Wu successfully managed to slay the god of war, Guan Yu. And by doing so, the majority of Jing fell under Wu's control. Meanwhile, Liu Bei was furious over the death of Guan Yu and could barely contain his rage. Sun Quan must pay for this treachery. Liu Bei abandoned his marital ties to the Sun family and led a large army to attack Yiling. Sun Quan met him in battle without the slightest hint of hesitation or emotion. For upon hearing of Liu Bei's invasion, he had immediately gathered his men and sought a strategy that would bring them victory. This was Sun Quan's way, now that he had surpassed his father and brother and accepted his destiny as ruler. Witnessing Sun Quan's disciplined presence of mind, the young heroes of Wu prepared a brilliant strategy to ensure their success.
The Shu army is large in number. They have marched a long way. We must strike now, while they are still fatigued.
Absolutely. Yes.
So everyone is in favor of Ling Tong's plan?
Just a moment. Lord Ling Tong's plan has merit. But it fails to consider the emotions.
Who do you think you are? I don't believe a word he's saying. He's out of his mind!
Come on. Having lost Guan Yu, the Shu army is burning for revenge. We should shore up our defenses and wait for the enemy to realize their own fatigue.
It's not half bad.
Can we really hold out against an army that size?
You doubt us? Remember, we have used cunning to defeat large armies before. At Cherbi, for example.
Right on!
Lu Xuan, you will take command in this battle.
Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Dynasty Warrior 7. So here we are for the second time at the Battle of Yiling. So I think there's only like 2 battles left. The other one's about Dongku.
We march to victory.
Understood.
Yeah.
Lord Lu Meng.
Yeah, that's what I'm
protect the
friggin'.
future of our kingdom.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
The enemy is fueled with rage.
Yeah.
Their ill discipline is reflected in their ranks.
So that's friggin'. This is
we must fight their fervor with fire.
Like I said before, this is the battle where after what happened at Fong Castle, which apparently was a Pyrrhic victory. Like I said before, was a Pyrrhic victory. Liu Bei gets freaking mega pissed and just freaking decides, I'm kicking all their asses. He just decides out of the blue, I'm gonna kick all their asses. Like, he basically decides that Wu has to freaking be burned to the ground, Sun Quan has to freaking die. Yeah. Yeah, that was freaking, yeah.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, that was freaking dumb, but yeah, so yeah, we gotta freaking take care of that. So we gotta freaking cool Liu Bei off a little bit. Yeah, we gotta go cool Liu Bei off a bit. Cause Liu Bei is pissed. Yeah. Yeah, that was freaking. Yeah, that was freaking. So yeah, we gotta freaking do that.
It is time to execute the plan.
And, so yeah, that was this. Like I said, this is the this would also be the last battle Liu Bei would take part in, as he would pass away shortly after this battle. Yeah, sometime after this battle, he dies because he becomes so overcome with grief. He was never able to recover from that. He was never able to recover from that and losing Yiling. Yeah, sorry to give away the outcome of the battle, but I think that was pretty obvious.
Work together if you desire the spoils of war.
Also, I believe,
Has a much better chance of taking an
there
officer's
is,
It looks like that turned out well.
yeah, I believe if I remember correctly, this is the like if I've read the Battle of Romance of the Three Kingdoms correctly, I believe that Cunning was killed in this battle. Yeah, Cunning was killed by, yeah, he was killed, yeah, that's what, that's what, just, yeah, so that's what, yeah, so that's what is, yeah, that's what,
Another step forward in my training is the future of rule.
yeah, freaking, yeah, Shemo, yeah, the Cunning was like one of the, he was, like, I'm surprised he hasn't become playable yet, but he actually is the one that kills. One of his big accomplishments was that, yeah. Yeah, that's what, oh, I guess if I'm reading, I guess according to my notes that I put down, Cunning didn't even participate in this battle. So that's just the Romance of the Three Kingdoms thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what, yeah, that's what, yeah, that's what, yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah, that's friggin' one of those things. Yeah, so yeah, that was the Romance of the Three. So there are many, what I've read a little bit of it, I've discovered that there are a lot of discrepancies between, again, historical accuracy and Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Because I've become to discover that the Romance, like I said, Romance of the Three Kingdoms and the actual history, there are some discrepancies. Obviously the one of Zhou Kang, who did not exist. So, I guess one of the things that I'm really learning is that it doesn't have any real historical significance. Like, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is really just, I guess, one man's tales. Or how his, way of events went down. Yeah. Yeah, so that was, yeah, it was a hit, yeah, he was a historic, yeah. So yeah, so apparently, like, again, the Dynasty Warriors is trying to be more historic. Because Cunning is not even, like, but if he was in the camp. He was in the camp in the cutscene, so I have, again, yeah, that was the, yeah, that was one of the, yeah. Yeah, he was, yeah, so that's what, yeah. Yeah, that's what,
Fire!
Yeah, so that's what, so he was in the Battle of Ruku. So, yeah, that was, yeah, so that was frickin', yeah, yeah, so that's what, so there's like, he wasn't in the Battle of Yiling, so again, the historical inaccuracies, is that yeah. So there's historical inaccuracies and yeah.
Another step forward in my
Yeah.
training is the future of Wu.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Lord Juron wishes to express his
So that's
admiration for your
friggin'
courage and strategic
one of the
acumen, my lord.
things.
It seems you have earned his
So
trust.
now this freaking guy hasn't moved at all. Yeah, so this is again the early part of the battle where Liu Shen has to earn the respect of like everyone else because they won't obey him because Sun Quan promoted him so quickly. It was very quick. Yeah.
Your prowess rekindles my
Yeah, he
spirit.
was promoted
Onward
so
to
quickly that
victory.
he really didn't have a yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, that's what
Is this supposed
yeah,
to
that's
be a
what
trap?
yeah, that was yeah, so that's what
For glory.
yeah, so that's friggin' yeah, so there's he had to kind of earn their trust. Yeah, so that's yeah, so that was
We must retreat. This is not the
yeah,
end.
so that's kind of what
Another step forward in my
yeah, so
training
that
is
was the whole
future of
freaking
Wu.
thing is that yeah, Liu Shen had to earn the trust of his men before this battle took like during this battle because his men didn't trust him. They didn't think he was they thought he was promoted too quickly.
Engulf the
But they
enemy
didn't
in
think
sea
that he
of crimson
like
flames.
one of the things is that
The fire attack has worked.
yeah, they didn't think that he was ready to yeah, so that's just one of yeah, so it's just so that's how it goes. Like that's how it went. Like he had to freaking earn the trust of all his mates or his allies and such, so that they could go forward and win this battle. If they hadn't earned Liu Shen's trust, it's very likely that the Shu forces could easily have overwhelmed.
Fight me now.
They could have easily have been found themselves overrun by the sheer numbers of the Shu forces. I'm gonna go a little bit off. I keep seeing this argument and I think it's really stupid. Like it keeps saying that people like I think Taco Charlton's gonna be better than Derek Barnett. People like, oh, Derek Barnett faced better competition in the SEC. Like, and it's like, by that logic, every SEC player should dominate the NFL. Like the SEC, like everyone keeps promoting that the SEC is like this all-God conference, but that if like they've had busts too. They've had plenty of busts. Yeah.
You will learn to regret this moment.
Another step forward in my training is
They've
the
had
future of
plenty of busts in the NFL. It's like they've had so many players that haven't panned out. Johnny Manziel, one of them. I think Cam Robinson has been underwhelming. Like no conference is immune to busts. Every conference has them.
Crush you like all of the
Every conference has had players that, for one reason or another, just they don't work. And there are some players who it just hasn't worked out for them. Like it just didn't work for them. And I've seen some of Derek Barnett's game tape, but he's like against. The thing, my real problem point is that he's playing against a lot. Some of his numbers were against the lower tier of the SEC. Like I watched him in games like I've watched him in some of the a game against the upper tier teams in the SEC, and he didn't do jack. He didn't do jack diddly poo squat. That worries me.
You've done well.
Meanwhile, Taco Charlton against Ohio State, who's got pretty good offensive linemen. Iowa, Wisconsin, who both have good offensive linemen. Wisconsin's offensive line, you over here. They always turn out good offensive line, and Charlton dominated them. Like, yeah, so I watched like those games. Like he had pretty good numbers, and Charlton was graded like by the NFL scouts on NFL.com. Charlton was graded better. He also drew a better comparison, because who in their right mind is gonna say? Who in their right mind is gonna say that Nick Perry, who Derek Barnett is compared to, is better than Chandler Jones, who Taco Charlton is compared to? I personally think he's closer. I personally think Charlton's closer to Jason Pierre-Paul with both hands intact. I think the Cowboys got his. Like, I personally think I had Charlton going in the I think I don't remember what I think I had him going to the Lions actually. I'd have to check my mock and update that, but I'm almost certain it was pretty close to that. But I'm pretty sure I had him going to a good team. But no, like before 20, I had him taken well before the Cowboys got him. I just don't remember what spot that was. But I know I had Charlton going way before that.